The following program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Discretion is advised.
Oh, man alive. Hi, every guy. What? What was that? Okay. Welcome to this. Is not a show, by the way. If you're turning this on, you're excited to oh, new episode of the 165th best show from Slovakia or whatever. This is not it. Our crew has been decimated the last couple weeks. Last week we had Lisa on, Lisa Rafael, one of the best, and told you guys that I came down with that dreaded disease that's going around. And it knocked me out for 3 or 4 days. No big deal. But we do have another, I almost said casualty. I don't mean she died. But Heidi is also pretty ill at the moment with the that same annoying disease going around. So best wishes to Heidi. And the reason we don't have a full show this week is because, her and I have been meaning to do a show the last, 3 or 4 days. While I was in Boston. By the way, I just landed, got home from the airport. It's midnight. First thing I did, I came home, I dropped my bags, and I drove to In-N-Out. And I just absolutely crushed 2 double doubles, which is, 2 double cheeseburgers with a special sauce and ketchup and lettuce and tomato, which I pulled right the fuck off because tomato is not for me right now. So got that and got this delicious chocolate shake. And that's what I do before bed. I have no guilt about it because it was a rough couple weeks. Talked about it a bit with you guys last week, but, flew home, tested positive 2 days later, and then spent, 10 of our 13 or 14 days back east, isolated in a basement. So that's pretty cool. Good job, COVID. Appreciate it. So now it's taken Heidi from us. Not forever. She has not died. As of this recording, Heidi has not died yet. And I hope she doesn't because I love her and we need her back here. So this is a very, very short, just sorry for not having a show. Not a whole lot to even talk about other than I got a message from a listener, Michael, and him and I talk a lot of horror movies and horror news. Man, my voice is freaked. And a couple weeks ago, you guys remember we talked about the bouncy house in Australia that the wind picked it up and blew it into the air and 6 kids fell out and died, which was very tragic. Couldn't believe it. It's happened a few times, and that was one of the worst ones we've talked about and heard about. 6 deaths, 6 youth. And my buddy Michael here, listener of the show, sent me a message on Instagram, and the headline is, "Girl dies and 8 hurt after wind blows bouncy castle into the air in Spain." And his comment was, "Another one." I mean, how is this happening? I might have to get out of the podcast business and out of the music business, and I just might devote the next, 2 or 3 weeks of my life just figuring out how to keep tents full of children from just shooting up into the heavens and just dumping out all these kids onto the earth. Because if I do that, I could be a bajillionaire with the amount of lives saved. How is this happening? Are people not following protocol, or do they just hate kids having fun? Which I get. Sometimes I see kids having fun and it's annoying. On my flight today, there was a kid in front of me. When kids are in front of you on a plane, kids like toddlers will stand on the seat in front of you and turn around and just look at your face for an hour or 2 hours. And like, listen, I know I'm funny looking, and some people would say incredibly handsome. Whatever it is, I understand that kids want to stare at me, but like, what do you want me to do? I don't want to look at you because I'm afraid of falling in love. You know, that thing when you like, if you stare in someone's eyes for 5 minutes, you're supposed to like automatically fall in love. I don't want to do that with a toddler on a plane because truthfully, like maybe we don't live in the same city and I don't want to have a long distance thing. You know, I already did that once and it's tough. It worked out, but I don't want to do it again. So, sorry. That was gross. So this kid was having fun and like jumping up and down and looking at me, and all I could do is be annoyed by it because I don't want to participate. I'm tired. I want to go home. I've had a wasted trip. Stop having fun. And then the couple next to me, I was an aisle because, you know, I'm an adult and I like aisle seats. I don't want to ever ask someone to get up out of a seat, but if I don't care if people ask me all flight to get up because they have to use the bathroom or whatever. So the middle seat next to me was a man who was, I don't know, like 120 years old. And then his wife, and he was the young one, his wife next to him was like maybe 130, 140. And they were both incredibly sweet. But his wife did this thing where, so she's in a window seat and the flight was, 6 hours. And hold on, I'll take a chocolate shake break. God, it's so fucking, I can't even take a sip. It's so thick. I can't even drink it. This woman, for the last, 3 or 4 hours of the 6-hour flight, she did this thing where she stood up. She was short, so she could stand underneath the overhead compartment. She stood there, and like the kid in front of me, she turned and like faced the back of the plane for hours. And she just stood there and looked back there. I don't know what she was doing. I don't know if she's like blind or if she has some kind of like mental limitations is a nice way to put it. She didn't seem like it. And her husband didn't seem to like be even remotely fazed by the fact that his wife had, turned about face and was staring at all the passengers to the back. But she did it for hours and it was weird. And I almost couldn't concentrate on the movies I was watching. What did I watch? I watched Free Guy, which is very good. Ryan Reynolds plays like, if you guys play video games, there's these things called, I can't even talk. I'm so tired and I'm a little bit stoned. There's these things called RPCs. And they're just like the characters that wander the game that are like built in, like fake characters. They're not real players. They're just like there as pedestrians or driving cars. And Ryan Reynolds plays this guy. We talked about it with Steve Isaacs the other day, but he plays an RPC in a video game who becomes self-aware. That was very good. Really enjoyable. Ryan Reynolds kind of rules. And the other one I watched was Stillwater with Matt Damon, which was pretty damn good. He's a very underrated actor. Big fan. What else is going on? Yeah, so this is like I said, this is the mini show. It's not real. I'm going to say goodbye in a second. It's midnight. I have to upload this and get it up just to kind of explain to you guys that there's no show this week. Or at the moment. If Heidi gets better soon, I can pull Darren together, maybe we'll do something this weekend. But pretty much anticipate us getting back on track next week. I would like to hear from you guys. You can send me a DM on Instagram at DanCleary79 or at Rareform Radio. Please follow both. It's appreciated. I want to know, it seems like nobody had the Christmas they anticipated. I haven't talked to a single person that had a good, never mind great Christmas. They've all been pretty shit. Did any of you have a good Christmas? Did you have a good New Year's? What did you guys do? Did you guys throw a super spreader? Did you guys stay terrified at home? I bet your plans fell through for either Christmas or New Year's. I bet one of those you had plans a month ago, and I bet they didn't happen. I bet they didn't go as planned, which is a drag because last Christmas gave you my... No, I'm not going to do it. Last Christmas of 2020, that's it. I think it sucked, but we all knew it was going to suck. We all knew we had to stay home. And this Christmas was looking like, okay, we can get together again. It's going to be all good. Loved ones embracing, seeing people you hadn't seen in a year and a half or so. And I think we're all pretty jazzed about it. And then it just got, the whole holiday got kicked in the balls. And like I said, I don't know anyone that had a good time, and it sucked. It really sucked. It was worse than last year. What about you guys? How was your Christmas? How was your New Year's? Send us an audio message. We love those most, so we can play them on the air, and it's like we're having a conversation. At DanCleary79, Instagram, at Rareform Radio, Instagram. Hit us up. Tell us what's going on. And we'll go over that stuff in the next couple of weeks. Love to hear from you all. What else? I got no energy. I'm going to wrap this shit up. Sorry there's no show this week. We do our best to be consistent. I can't remember the last week we missed a show. I feel like it's been a year. I think it's been over a year. So apologies from all of us. But nothing we can do. People are getting sick. Travel, holidays. You guys are probably busy anyway. You may not care. Who knows? But we'll be back next week with a full-on real episode. In the meantime, keep doing what you're doing. Thank you guys for all the support. You guys made 2021 pretty wonderful for me, wonderful for Darren, and I think Heidi is having a blast being a part of this show. We had some good guests. There's more stuff coming in 2022, which I'm pretty stoked about. A couple very cool things. We're going to be doing more live shows. So thank all of you so much for making 2021 so rad. And if you guys want to support the show in any way, you can go to patreon.com/rareformradio. It's the only way that we make anything off of this show at the moment, and it's all out of your generosity. So a deep, deep thank you and tons of gratitude from me to you for that. That's enough plugs. I hope you guys are staying healthy. I hope you didn't have fucked up holiday plans, but I'm sure you did. That's it. That's it for this one. Again, sorry it's a clunker, but just want to say hello and apologize for not being able to pull one out on time this week. But we'll get back to it. You guys are patient, you guys are supportive, and you are loved by us. So thank you very much. I'm going to go pound the rest of this In-N-Out chocolate shake. I'm going to watch some TV probably while I edit this thing. And we will talk to you next week. And you got to remember that when you think about it, when you boil it all down and you dissect it all, and you're left with these pieces, and you look yourself in the mirror and you just you got to say, you know what? For real, tomorrow's just the future's yesterday.
This is Lola, and I'm here to tell the world to stop being such pussies and listen to Rare Form Radio.